All right, let's flash you back to the 60s, maybe even the 50s and 40s. I want you to meet Wild Bill.
Like, it came to you. Right?
Yeah, it's not influenced too much by like any other artist. It's not influenced by any other sound.
Right.
But it's just exactly what I wanted to make and how I wanted to make it.
I really respect the way you come at niggas with bars. Like, I wouldn't call it traditional hip hop, but just like somebody who's in love with hip hop. Like, you're coming with bars, you're spitting, you're rapping.
You think you make better music by yourself, or like with not a crowd of people, but with 2 or more people in the room? Or do you prefer it just like me, myself, and I?
I think I prefer the final stages to be me, myself, and I. But I love the creative process of having a bunch of people in there, because you never really realize like how one-track minded you are until you're in a setting like that, and you hit a pocket or you hear a drum or a melody and you easily catch it, but then someone else might say like their first thought is the last one on your mind, and when they say it out loud, it just opens up like another floodgate for you. Like, damn, now I can stop thinking in this A-B pattern and I can start thinking in this B-B-A pattern. C-C. Like, you just find something new. So I think that's really fun. Like, and I definitely prefer that. It's definitely easier to just write one verse as to a whole song by yourself. But when it comes to like the final stages of everything, like mixing and everything, I definitely just like to do
You gotta do solo.
Yeah, because I know exactly what something should sound like before it's done.
You know exactly what you want. Do you, on this project specifically, and then I'll ask you again outside of that, but was there more writing or freestyling? What percent, if you just off top could break it down, was freestyle? What percent was written?
Damn. Nah, I don't think I did too much freestyling on here.
I didn't think you did.
Nah.
I didn't think you did. I feel like you're placing, like you're not wasting a lot of bars. Like you're really like.
Yeah, I try to get like, if it did start out as a freestyle, like the first song on there was definitely like just the first words that would come into my mind. Like, I'll lay that out, but if I'm not, like if I hear like I might have put too many words in one bar or just sped it up where it didn't need to be sped up, I'm like, I gotta go back and lay it. So I don't think I can count too much of it as a freestyle. But the first song on there is probably the most like straight off the top that I could have done.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing I really enjoy about this project, but more so you and your music and your artistry. Like, I feel like, just my opinion, but I feel like most consumers or listeners, they try to put you in boxes or categories. You know what I mean? Either you're like a mumble rapper or you're like a super lyrical. You know what I mean? And you're coming at niggas with bars, but it's not over like traditional boom bap style. Like the production is very woozy and very entertaining and very like it's big. You know what I mean? Like big productions, like a lot of sonics, a lot of sounds, a lot of details. But you mix that with like traditional like pen. I'm about to bar these niggas to death.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's just what I imagined. Like I felt like that's where music was going for a hot minute. Like from probably like 2021 to like maybe the last 2 years. Like you see like all that Griselda stuff coming up. I'm like, okay, so this stuff is finding a place again in the world, which is something that I gravitate towards. But things like Travis Scott are kind of unbeatable, and like Wonder Girl, you know what I mean? This Metro Boomin, like where it's just, you can't ignore it. It's infatuating. Like, it just captures you, like Future's type of instrumentals. So I'm like, how can you bring these two things together? How can I make this like, you know, still entertaining as this to listen to, still wide and in your face and infatuating, but how can I also be saying something? Like you gotta be saying something at the end of the day.
I think you nailed it so well, bro.
I try to make it like a conversation. Every verse I do is like a conversation, like, because I feel like I'm gonna have to explain it at one point or another. You know, like, what did you mean by this? Who said? Why did you say this? And it's like, well, you were there. You were there. You heard it. So like, what did you take away from it? Like,
I feel like I've heard a lot of people say, not a lot of people say, people always say that, oh, I heard this, I heard that, like, where are your sources? Just like people I talk to though, like, oh, I don't even care, like sometimes the beat, I just like the beat and I don't care what they're saying, you know what I mean? I think that's what makes it appreciated. Like, people will be able, I do, and I think people will be able to appreciate the fact that, like, you'll never get carried by a beat. Like, the beats are fire and you're matching that energy, like, with real bars, you know what I mean? But, like, it's still like, it's not like a lyrical, miracle, spiritual, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like when...
I think you're entering your own lane, like, your own venture. Like, you're really just, like, you're putting it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aesthetic. Yeah.
And the production, that's also one of the reasons, like, I really fuck with you, too, is, like, you build the army, you build the team, you know what I mean?
Zach.
Yeah,
Zach.
shout, give that man some love,
ZW, baby.
The level of detail in here, like, what do you listen to, what do you listen for when going through beats or production? Like, obviously you can't, like, this sound or that sound, but, like, what catches your ear when you get, like, I like that because of what, you know what I mean? Sonically with the beats.
I honestly, like, I have to imagine it on stage. Like, that's what I think about. Like, there's definitely, like, some chiller beats that you want for yourself, or you want to do, like, some, you know, like, the party or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when I hear the beat, I'm like, how can I, like, I don't want this song just be something you listen to. I want to be able to take this outwards and do more things with it. I want to do a video to it. How would this look? So I guess I just imagine an image first for the beat, and I'm like, what is the first thing that, like, I imagine in my mind when I see this? I'm like, can I do this on stage? Can I get people to go crazy to this on stage? You know, it's not gonna be like a slow nod into it. It's just gonna be like, stank face. Oh my God, what the fuck's happening?
I think that's where a lot of, music is going too, where it's like made for the performance, made for the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that something? I feel like you're one of those people who, like, when you're by yourself, headphones on, like, you're on stage, like, up here. You know, do you do a lot of visualizing yourself, like, on stage, like, one-on-one dance parties in a room? Like,
less of a dance party, I honestly, like, I try to imagine what somebody looked like when they were spitting this into the microphone, or when they were singing this into the microphone. I try to imagine, like, what exactly they were going through when they did this. I listen to, like, a lot of albums. Like, I don't necessarily listen to a lot of songs on shuffle or anything. I just go to
full projects.
Yeah, and I try to, like, just take it all in.
What have you been listening to besides yourself? What's in that rotation?
Ace.
Ah, as it should be.
Ace is next.
You know, goddamn right.
Ace is next. Ace is.
Goddamn right.
He makes me mad. Like,
Yeah.
I listen to his stuff because he does what I wish I could do.
Which is what?
Which is just.
That's cap.
Nah, he's
That's
like
cap.
punchline for
Nice
punchline. Everything we do has to be, like, competitive a little bit. Probably. Because, oh my God. Like, the stuff he's sitting on is just insane. Like, I'll just send it to my phone casually in a day, and then I'm like, I got an album coming out, and I don't have one song on my album that sounds as hard as this one right now. Like, I gotta go back. I gotta go do everything again.
Talk about the forming of that Toxic Boys collective, because I feel like in terms of, by the way, if you don't know, we're at Space Studios, you know what I mean?
Plug.
And this is, you know, we're talking about it a little bit off camera, but, like, trying to build
Space.Wav.
build
Space.Wav.
let's see what the fuck is going on here. Building like a family, but bigger than Jeff Harris, like a family, but, like, you know, like, you gotta do this, like, build a team, you know what I mean? Talk about, I guess, the importance of that, and finding, like, the right momentum to get into that. Like, at what point did you decide, like, you know what, like, let's, like, gang up, like, be a collective? Not that it wasn't a family before, that's why I wanted to eliminate the word family, but at what point did it become, like, let's really build a brand around this?
So, Toxic Boys happened because of my producer Zach and our other producer No Jane. We were all in college in Full Sail, and they'll get on an Xbox and talk crazy, like fucking wild. Because people are assholes on
Xbox parties are sick.
Yeah,
just chat rooms, any live chat rooms.
It's out of hand.
I
But
don't
we
even
all
be on that.
we all made music, so it was like a no-brainer. Like, oh, we should do this, and they were what's called the Toxic Boys. And Elvis can rap, Anti can rap, Eagles can rap, Rob can do beats, Rob can rap, Zach can do beats, No Jay can do beats, T can sing, T can rap, T can do beats too. And it was like we would be wasting time if we didn't at least try. You know what I mean?
Alright, well, as our hands are being forced. No, this has been really fun though. I realistically could sit in here and just chop it up all day. But thank you for giving me the pleasure of like conducting this. I'm glad to be a part of this project. Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I'm up there. Nigga Ace is up in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Very, 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 very excellent work though. I'm excited for people to hear it. I know you're excited for people to hear it. Is there anything you kind of want to leave them with at this time as they go into the project, Mr. Bill?
Don't fucking sue me.
That's me.
You do things in a big way here, huh?
Yeah, we try.